Hi guys and welcome to episode 3 of the Neighbours podcast. Today we have a special guest, Boomer.
Hi.
He's our editor all the way from Belgian land.
Yes, correct.
Flem.
Where they speak the Flemish.
The
yes.
Belgiumese.
Yes, exactly. Belgiumese.
What are you laughing at?
Is that actually a phrase? Is Belgiumese a
No,
thing?
that's not a fucking... Are you...
Hey,
Australianese, is that a thing?
yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
With
Wait,
the
what?
Australians and the Australianese, they're two different regions.
I don't believe you. There's no way.
Ask Virginia later.
I want something up on the screen, like graphically. That needs
We
to be...
don't have a graphical image of it.
Actually,
Wait.
before we go, have you listened to the new theme song yet?
I have.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was actually pretty good.
It was fun, wasn't it?
Nice.
Yeah, I
You
can
had a
understand
great-
why your
Play
wife
it.
laughed at you.
Play it now.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the one and only
2,
Neighbours
3,
Podcast.
4.
It's a Neighbours Podcast. It's a Neighbours Podcast. It's a Neighbours Podcast. It's a Neighbour Podcast.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
There we go, it played.
Thank
Wow,
you.
amazing.
It was good.
Wow, we didn't hear it.
I heard it in my head. I heard it in my heart.
So what we did today is I made sure Boomer didn't get any sleep or anything before recording this podcast. So he landed, how many hours ago? About 3 hours ago? 4 hours ago?
What time is it now? I landed like 5 hours ago, I think.
And he's been stewing in your underwear for how long?
Just over 3 days. I have worn the same clothes for 3 days, and I have not slept in 3 days.
Yeah, I wanted him nice and fresh for you guys. So this is a true Boomer from Belgium, still smelling of Belgium. How was the flight? How was the travel over?
I mean, I am scared shitless of flying. I honestly, when you announced it, we were like, "Oh, we're gonna fly you over." I was super excited, and it wasn't up until I got to the airport where I thought, like, "Holy shit, this is really happening!" And then I started getting nervous. The flights were. There were 3 flights. One was 4 hours, and then I had a 4-hour layover. Then it was 14 hours with another 2-hour layover, and then it was another 1.5 hours from Brussels to Dubai, and then Dubai to Sydney, and then Sydney to Adelaide.
How long was that in minutes? I think people are really interested.
I don't know how fucking long that is in minutes, bro. Hours,
You're
I think.
quite rude over there.
I am very rude.
Now you get to see how much he picks on me, and he's actually the bully.
Very,
I
very
am
disturbing
very- I'm a-
presence here. Kind of throwing a wrench in the whole.
He gets abused quite a lot because of the way he speaks to me on camera, but you guys always cut out all the parts that he's a dick to me.
No, you're a dick to me.
Well, I mean, I think we're contractually obligated to cut out shit that makes him look bad. So
Yeah, fair enough.
Cut this out.
So yeah, Michael calls me an idiot all the time, stupid, and then I pull him up on it, and he goes, "Yeah, fair enough." And then you guys leave in all the edits for.
He's very sensitive.
Well, I'm sensitive because everyone seems to think I'm the bully. I'm just sticking up for myself.
Anyway, this is about Boomer. We're here about Boomer, not our relationship.
So you've been editing for me now for almost a year.
It'll have been. Damn, shame on you. No, it's been.
It's a year and 2 months or
It's
something.
been just like a year and over 2 months, something
Yeah.
like that. Just like something.
It goes so quick.
It does. It went really, really fast. I honestly can't call it like a year. Like it hasn't felt like a year at all.
You told me recently, like as in maybe 3 hours ago, that you played Tarkov because of him.
I should have rephrased better. So I
You said the word fangirling.
Yeah. So the thing is, when I met Michael at the airport, it was just like, "Oh, Michael, big hug. You know,
kissed him
we were
on the
super
cheek,
excited.
it
You
was
know,
beautiful.
fucking stuck my finger up his ass, stuff like that.
It's Australian. Welcome.
That's for the
Right.
patrons later on.
And I told Michael in the car, I'm hoping that the fanboy in me from like way back when I just got to watching Pest, that wasn't going to come up and be like, "Oh my god, it's fucking Pestilli." But it's more so like I had a friend of mine in middle school that taught me. It was like, "Hey, there's this really cool realistic shooter game. You should try it out." And I tried it out, and I played it for like I think 2 weeks, and then I just gave up because I just couldn't do shit. I didn't do any research either. And I told that to my friend, and I was like, "Dude, this is way too hard. I can't be fucked with the learning curve. I don't want to learn all this stupid crap." And he's like, "Okay, don't worry about it. You know what? Here, there's this really cool YouTuber who makes guides and stuff to make it really easy for you." Guess who that was? Landmark. No,
Teleslob.
no. And he sent me I think it was the actual raid series back then. which I just learned from. And literally after that, from watching a couple episodes, I think, or just like one season, I went back into Tarkov after a month of not playing, and from there it just went smoothly.
Keep going, but I have a question next.
What are we in fucking like
Well,
chemistry
I just
class?
don't want Paul to get excited with a question. I want one next.
Okay.
You asked the last question, but anyway, continue.
Fuck, where was I? You made me blank out with your stupid hand.
So yeah, you learnt about me through the race series.
Yes. And so then I told Michael, I hope the fanboy in me doesn't come up, because I still had like, oh, because of you, I know how to play Tarkov, and I've gotten into Tarkov, and now I've worked for you. So when you just rocked up just a while ago, just like, you know, on the
In
fucking
flip-flops,
property,
in mud.
flip-flops, in mud, just gotten out of bed from the fucking charity stream you did as well. It's like, oh, this is just like a really fucking normal dude, and he's very tired, just like me. All right, bring it in. Just a hug, and then we just fucking started talking.
Now, this is a two-part question.
Oh, boy.
No, they're the worst.
No.
Especially when they're from Michael.
First part of the question is, how did you go from fanboy to editor, which we'll get to? Second part of the question, when we were in the airport, you said to me, you were shorter than I expected. Now, I'm slightly taller than you. What was it like when you met Paul?
We're the same height.
We are the same height. I'm honestly more...
Really? Stand up.
No.
I was ready to commit here.
The camera it would just be above the camera because he's aimed it at the ground.
Yeah,
Right,
because
but it's more for my end. I'm sitting this way now. I'm getting more comfortable.
Are we exposing our crutches to him, are we?
Okay. Well, I'm just like...
This reminds
Am
me
I
of
meant
that,
to-
you know, that...
Is this the casting couch thing?
There's like the 4 guys and there's the one person, there's the girl on the couch. And there's
Oh,
the,
yeah,
like,
just sitting like...
the 5 big black dudes just like looking over her. That should be our thumbnail.
Oh, that should be with her?
No, like this.
I don't like this.
Anyway.
Okay, anyways. So...
So it started
The
from
first
how you went
question.
from fanboy to...
No, he's talking about how tall he is.
Okay, we'll go
Oh,
with the
right,
height.
yeah.
Let's go with the
okay,
height, then
so
we'll go...
the height thing first. Well, you're pretty much what I expected you to be. Just like slightly taller. That's pretty much
and
it.
ravishing.
But from the footage and all the videos that I've edited where you guys were like right next to each other, I always noticed like, oh, you're like just a tiny bit tinier than Michael. But now that I see you in real life, I think you're literally just we're the same height. So there's no real difference. Jin though,
A tiny bit tinier.
dude, listen, I am jet lagged out of my mind. I haven't slept.
Leave him
in
alone.
days.
So now you see the bully. Now you see the bully coming out.
Bully. Dude, I've eaten just the most rancid filled crap on the hand. It's just.
Yep.
Keep going. All right.
Anyways,
the flimage coming out of you.
That was the height, the height thing, and yeah, the fanboy to editor thing. I think it was literally just playing Tarkov, streaming a bit of Tarkov on my own channel, kingboomer.twitch.tv, by the way. You can cut that out if that's not.
No, chuck it in. I want it on big letters. Big
Don't do
letters.
it.
Wow, this is how it is now.
Yeah, I literally just streamed on and off when I had time, which I had plenty of. I used to work IRL. This is just how
In the
far
real
it's gone.
world?
In the real world,
You used
not
to work?
digitally
Yep.
for video games.
Now you don't work.
No, not currently. Well, I mean,
You're a
this is
slave.
technically still work. No, I used to just like Toast Track. I used to edit for TV before I did anything online, and
You bring up Toast Track. Who's Toast Track?
Toast Track, Daddy Toast Track,
Yeah, but for the people.
Daddy Toast Track.
I've
First
not
of
even
all.
met him yet.
Well, I mean, I haven't met him either, but
Haven't you met him?
No, I wanted to. I wanted to give him a big hug.
I meet him. Oh, you're not going to meet him at Dreamhack? I'm going to meet him at Dreamhack.
No, he's very annoyed I'm not going to Dreamhack, but that's another story another time.
Oh, okay, that's okay. We're kind of going off topic here. Anyways, I just streamed once in a while when I had time off of work because that was just an actual 9-to-5 job, and then I got home and then did whatever the fuck I wanted, and then my contract came to an end. I had like I think 6 or 8 months or something like that, and I needed something else to do. And literally at that moment, I think like in that month or so that I was just floating in between doing nothing, Pest posted on his Twitter, "Hey, we're looking for a new editor, you know, send in all your crap and whatever." And I'm like, I looked at it and I was, oh, dude, can you imagine? That'd be sick. And I told Ali, my girlfriend,
That'd be sick. As a
I was like, sick as a dick.
Thank you.
Regretting that now too, isn't he?
I told her that'd be really cool, but at the time I didn't think I was good enough, so I didn't bother applying, and it took Ali like I think 2 days of convincing me to actually make something or try and like actually fill in the form to send it in. And then I did, and I think it was like a process. You'll know this better than I do. I think.
Yeah, I want to know
It
your
was like-
perspective of it next.
It was like this was I think maybe, I don't know. I sent it in, and it was I think maybe a week or two, maybe a month of waiting before I got a response.
No, it wasn't very long because anyway.
Yeah, I think it might have just been a week, something like that. And you sent me an offer like, oh hey, you seem like a pretty good talented guy, pretty funny guy.
And none of that was said.
Handsome guy, pretty big, huge cock.
That was said.
Chub. Yeah, thick chub.
Chick thub. I'm so fucking. I am running on fumes, man.
All right, so this is what happened. I'll let you relax.
Thank you.
After I put the post out, Boomer put his application in. We had 320 applications, I think it was, around that.
Franky told me like 550.
Oh, maybe it was
That
more.
was for Franky. We had
The
to go-
first one we had 120, and then it was somewhere between 300 and 500 applications. So we shortlisted that down. I had someone shortlisted down for me down to 40.
Yep.
And the reason, just to understand how the shortlisting worked, we had literally applications all the way from people that literally did like proper blockbuster movies, editors, all the way down to it's my first day editing.
Right.
So like there is such a wide spectrum of people that were applying. And this is because of COVID, really. A lot of the movie theaters had stopped and TV shows had stopped making TV shows and movies. So a lot of the editors and all that just got put out in the street pretty much. Like, you don't have a job anymore. So they were just applying for everything. So a large amount of the applications, they didn't have any experience in gaming. And as much as it would be sick to have someone who's like a movie editor, it just didn't really fit because they needed to understand the actual side of things.
They had no understanding of the
We
game.
did actually look at a few of them though. And then on the other side of things, we had people that were like, it was like their first day. Like I'm very like, passionate, but they didn't have the skill sets. Mm-hmm. So we got shortlisted down to 40. And then when we had it shortlisted down to 40, I had my old editor, a sarcastic Brit, who he'd given his notice. He was actually going to leave and go to another person on YouTube.
Who was that?
Josh Dubb.
Yep.
Yeah.
You stole him.
Stole him. And, which I've met Josh Dubb. He's a lovely guy.
Lovely guy, but you stole him.
I have no idea who you are. I've never watched your content.
He's got like 10 million subs.
Oh,
Lives in
great.
Adelaide.
Well, I mean-
He also lives in Adelaide, by the
And
way.
he also put on a lovely party for us.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
you just insulted him.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't
love
invited.
Josh
I wasn't
Dubbs.
invited to the party, so
Yeah.
fuck you. I mean, no, I'm kidding.
He would have you there.
have
He's,
you.
Oh,
he's,
great.
he's a really lovely
Lovely
guy.
guy.
Yeah. So I had Britt, Franky, who's the other editor that still works for me, and I had all my team in there, and we literally went through all 40 of these last applications, and it was like an 8-hour day. Like an 8-hour day of going through these applications. Because we went through everything. We looked at all their reels and all that, and we all wrote down our notes. Some of them were just like straight hard no's, and then we got it down to I think about 10 people, and then we had to like narrow it down to 3. And we pretty much just got down to 3 people. You stood out not exactly for your editing skill set. Like you had great skills, but I watched some of your videos and I was just laughing. And I was just constantly laughing. I'm like, that guy knows what funny is. And that is harder to teach than how to do After Effects.
Yeah.
All right? Because if I remember rightly, so from that we had it down to 3. I gave them all a video to film each, to edit each. And then I said, show us what you can do in 8 hours.
Yep.
And I remember you made it really entertaining. It was really funny. You put a lot of memes in there and all that kind of stuff. But we could tell that there was like a little bit of a deficit in your After Effects skills.
Yep, 100%.
But I was like, we can teach him that. Like he can learn that over time.
Have you learnt it?
I have definitely learned.
Yeah, he's definitely picked up his skills.
Very confident, yes.
So
To which, sorry if I'm interject, to which I have to thank Franky and Narpha for teaching me. So
The
thank you,
vampire and the South African.
boys. The dream team.
And
And then
so-
the Belgiumian.
And really, that is what it came down to. Is like, well, we can teach them how to do After Effects, but we can't teach people how to be funny. No. And so that was what stood out for you. Narpha, however, who was the other person we hired, we only going to employ one. Both times I wanted editors, I was like, I'll employ one. And it's like, I can't pick, get 2. Like, with Narpha, his After Effects skills and his motion graphics.
Narpha's
and
a
all that.
fucking wizard in After Effects, dude.
insane,
I don't
isn't
know.
it?
How, yeah, dude. I don't know where he's learned it from.
Yeah,
or
it's from the
it's-
Undead. They teach it.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. All right,
very
gotcha.
true.
No, it's fucking. Well, if
I
he's really
can't
a
wait to
vampire, he's
have-
been alive for
I
years.
can't wait for people to actually see Narpha. Because I rip into him so hard.
We'll have to film it during the night time. In the dark.
I would love for him to. He'd just be like sitting here like, "This is Narpha." Hello.
And then there's Franky.
There's Franky. Oh, hi guys.
Have you guys noticed? So when you go on a meeting call with Franky, so one of our editors, Franky, he always wakes up, he looks disheveled and anything like that. But then you go on his Instagram, he looks like the coolest hipster motherfucker I've ever seen. Like, just like, you know, I'm out here on a balcony and there are hills in the background.
Just a glass of wine.
Yeah, a glass of wine. He's like growing his own tomatoes, and then he comes on a call with us, and he just looks like he's like.
Wait, what are we exposing Franky for all of a sudden?
I just wanted to say because we've been ripping into Narpha.
Oh yeah, that's
So,
true. That's true.
you know,
Honestly,
Franky, dress up for us a bit, dude. Come on, you look
Yeah.
great on your Instagram. Instagram for work meetings.
Yeah, you fucking
He's a very
prioritize your
pretty boy.
Instagram.
He's a gorgeous boy.
You are,
Yeah.
dude. Honestly,
Oh.
I've told him this
I wish-
many times before.
He would pick up on Grindr.
Oh, dude,
He would
You would
slay.
as well.
I was gonna say,
He would slay on Grindr.
because I'm not sure if we.
He would be a bottom. He wouldn't be a top. Anyway, continue on.
This podcast has just gone. Every week, it just goes straight to shit.
How long has it been? How long have we been going? 15 minutes.
No, we're all good. We got
Anyway,
15 minutes. Um,
We're at
Not
the
sure-
end of how did you end up finally picking him? You picked him because you can't teach funny. You taught him about After
Yes.
Effects,
that's it.
and you picked Narpha. But why did you pick? Because of his skills with.
Because Narpha's just insanely skilled.
Yeah.
Narpha just
Franky's like, don't employ Narpha. He's better than me. That was his exact words.
Whoa! Clip that.
I feel
Send
like-
it to Narpha.
He goes, I'll lose my job to him. He said that.
Whoa!
Narpha's sitting watching this smiling.
Franky's
white as
editing
fuck,
it,
dude.
going.
He's sitting there holding his microphone in the corner of the screen.
Franky's like, yep, cut, delete, and yeah, sorry guys, the camera turned. No, Narfa's just insanely fucking skilled at After Effects, man. I think like the whole team dynamic that we have with at least the 3 editors is you've got the memes from me, you've got Narfa with all the really super cool, high quality produced shit if we need anything that looks graphically cool, and I feel like Franky is like the perfect all around dude. I think he has like the jack of all trades. Not better than Narfa in the After Effects, but I feel like he's a good all around dude. You can take that from me.
The best way, like, I don't know why we're turning into, I have to review my staff now, but
I'm not looking forward to meet.
No.
no, I think everyone complements each other, and
Yep.
and I think it works really well. It's a really good dynamic.
100%. Dream team, dude. Fuck the plane flying over just now if you can hear that, but honestly, I love them both to death.
No.
As
hate them.
I have grown a great love for the editors. When I first joined the team,
He hated you.
oh man,
well, yeah,
It
because
was-
we were probably ripping into you
The
constantly.
message I got about you was like, I can't stand this fucking boomer. All he does is pick on my work.
It's just
He's like-
I would wake up to like 14 paragraphs, and they were long paragraphs.
They were like, it's like essay long.
And I was just like,
And
oh, I'm
and
just
Mike would send me a
trying.
message. He goes, I spent 8 hours studying all this shit that he wanted me to do. I spent all day filming for you, doing B-roll and stuff, and then this is what I get back.
And you know what was the straw that broke the camel's back? When I did the gimbal shots for the Y62, and you told me when I stopped, the camera stopped too abruptly, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm out.
Oh right, yeah, because I was being very very nitpicky on your camera work because it was just like oh guys, he's new. Let's just give him anytime we see anything that he can work on, just
Yeah.
list it and just say. But I think we all subconsciously kind of took that as a message. Is like as soon as you see anything that's wrong, completely pick it out and overanalyze it and tell him exactly how he can do it better in 100 ways.
Yeah.
And then tell him he's stupid for doing it the way he did.
And yeah,
But-
I pick you for specific videos if I want them to be funny. If we've filmed something and I'm like, there is nothing in here, give it to Boomer, he'll make it funny. Like the
it's a
property
talent.
one.
To scale, it's a talent.
The property one, I was like, give it to
I say?
Boomer.
Mate, there was so many good lines in that.
The property one.
The property one.
The property one, yeah.
Like, you made it funny, but like we were
We're
on
on fire.
we were on the money when it came to making
Absolutely.
one-liners.
Yeah, we were great.
Like, my favorite thing of that whole video.
Go on.
Is where I drop the rock and it lands on my fucking foot.
You could hear the sound too. I cranked up the sound, I think, in the edit where it literally made like the reverb, like muffled sound on your bone.
Yeah, I do it.
Now, right, we've talked about how Boomer's flight was. I don't really want to ask him
Horrible.
about how his first intentions are Australia. I want to save that.
Yeah,
My
so
first
I wanted
intention
him.
is
I wanted him raw before it actually discovered and seen
What was he
Australia.
expecting, maybe?
What are you expecting from
What am I
Australia?
expecting? Definitely, I'm hoping, kind of, even with my anaphylactic thing, I'm kind of hoping to see a really big fucking spider.
What's anaphylactic?
I think that's just the word that you use when you have like a really bad reaction to a certain type of thing.
Is it like lactic acid?
No, it's where you
I don't know what
die
that is.
when you get bitten by something.
So
haven't
the
actually-
spider thing, right? So let me elaborate because I haven't like done this, like talked about this in detail. So the thing is, I have some sort of very, very weak tolerance. Not even a tolerance. I'm just very, very
Precious.
weak. Precious. I am precious. Thank you, Dad.
Son.
It's not like the spider venom or anything like that. It's apparently just anything. I keep saying spiders. Any insect like mosquitoes as well, or any insect that I get a bite from, usually gets a reaction that it swells up way more than it should for what it bites me. So like a normal mosquito biting me on you would look like a tiny little dot, but for me would look like a spider bite on you. If
I
that makes
actually
sense.
welt up quite a lot.
Yeah, so it becomes hot, becomes hard as fuck. I usually get sick too, not from a mosquito bite, but usually from a spider bite I get really, really sick.
How often have you been bitten by spiders?
Not so much
not many
lately
over there.
well, I mean there is some. I just haven't gone out of my house in like the last 6 years, so I keep all the windows shut and shit.
I don't let him out of the basement.
Also, that yes, I need to say house so I don't it doesn't get investigated for.
Do people understand the basement reference? Because I don't really get it. Other than
How
I
can you
keep
not
him
get it at this
locked
point?
up.
Yeah, like, we're locked up in his basement.
in your basement, so
do you, like-
physically. Oh, so Belgium
I have basements all over the world.
makes more sense.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Anyways,
They're
I
linked.
just came out of the basement. I didn't come over from Belgium at all. It was just a hoax. I'm literally, this is from
The
fighting
Belgiumese
my way-
basement.
Yes, exactly.
You've got tomato sauce on your crutch as well.
Can you? I really wish you wouldn't have. We went to like, I don't know what mall we went to.
We went to a mall.
We went to a mall.
Which one? Okay. Oh, really? That was the big one.
Oh, that was a big one. Fuck, I didn't pay attention enough then. Okay, well, anyways, and he was like, "You hungry?" I'm like, "I'm a bit peckish. I could eat something."
What did you go to for?
Because he wanted to get a
I
SIM
wanted to
card
get a SIM
thingy for his
card. I've got
phone.
no
So I
fucking.
went to the Telstra shop.
Yes,
Yeah, but then they said just go to Coles.
we're going off track now.
All right.
Sorry.
We were looking for a bakery.
When you're overseas and you go to another country, come to Australia and you want a data roaming thing, don't go directly to Telstra. Go to Coles.
Go to Coles and
And
get a
just-
Telstra card.
Yeah, that's been your daily local advice from Neighbours Podcast.
And when you're editing this, Frankie, make sure you bleep out the location of what I just said.
Also that.
Make sure you bleep
Blur
out.
out.
Oh,
Make
is that
sure you
like,
beep out.
like too close to here. Is that
Yeah.
still- Oh,
Yeah.
okay, gotcha.
In old Dinger, you can say that. Continue.
Continue.
Sorry, I'm distracted by all the noises. I feel like I'm hallucinating. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, well, we were looking for a bakery or something, just for like something small to eat. Because I was like, give me something Australian, and you were like, oh, let's look for a good bakery. And then we come across like a tiny little stand in the middle, and we're like, oh,
Muffin break.
sausage roll. And I'm like, yeah, let's get a sausage roll. And they were like, do you want tomato sauce? And I'm like, why would I want tomato sauce on a thing? And you're like, yeah, we get tomato. Yeah. Okay, sure, whatever. And they get out these little packets that have like this little thing in between where you just squeeze the packet and it opens automatic. Genius, fucking genius. Like we still have peel-off lids over in Belgium. You know what I'm talking about? The
Yep.
little- okay, cool.
Belgianese ones.
Very good, by the way. I didn't actually think a sausage roll with tomato sauce would be
Think
good.
of the wastage.
It is, yeah, the leftover residue. Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, true. There was quite a
And
bit
also
of
the
that.
plastic.
And the plastic, yes. Either way, good sausage roll. Thank you. We have those at home.
I don't
but
realise
not
that they
tomato
were
sauce.
Australian, Michael.
No,
Sausage
I couldn't. I was trying to find something bakery. Like I wanted to get him a Kransky snag bag. It's not Australian.
Kransky.
Kransky, which
Yeah.
is more German.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is. Maybe Narpha will.
It's a sausage.
Oh, more sausages
In the mouth.
This is just a whole
Now-
sausage fest.
Paul, continue.
About?
I don't know. I've steered it up to this point.
Okay. Okay. What do you expect from Australia?
Oh yeah, that's what that. Fuck. So we were at insects and shit, and then we fucking went to the bites.
Is there anything you're excited to do here?
Pretty much anything we've planned. The camping stream, I'm really excited for, and not even just because we're camping streaming the camping. I'm literally just excited for you guys to taste all the Belgian stuff.
Yeah, he sent over a shipment from Belgium.
Am I allowed to disclose how much I paid to get it shipped?
Yeah,
here?
you can.
I think I pay the post office just short of $450 for express
Euro.
shipping. Euros, yeah, 450.
Yeah, I was
euros.
like, all right, if you want, send something over. We can maybe use it for a video.
Yep.
Cost just it'll cost a couple $100 or euros or whatever.
Yep.
And then I get a message, oh, it's 450 euro, and I'm like, don't worry about it. He goes, already sent, and I'm like, righto.
Yep. So $450 euros to get like, I don't know, box like yay
Like a small shipping
14,
container.
14 kilograms, small shipping container, 14 kilograms of just a cardboard box, like packed to the brim with waffles and snacks and stuff like that.
Things from Belgium.
She thinks from Belgium, specifically to Belgium. Yeah, food. Yes.
Yeah.
Which it's only just cleared
That-
customs apparently. So.
Oh, great. Well, that's probably the thing I'm looking forward to most. I think I'm actually.
Yeah, so not even Australia, just being back home in
'Cause
Australia.
the thing is, I've never really been a guy for sightseeing. If I'm honest, I'm not
We're not
really,
doing much of that.
Oh well, I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
Pause for effect.
yep. I think.
Sorry, go on.
I think I was just gonna say. I think I'm actually more excited to do the camping stream together than I am to go to Dreamhack. Not because I'm very excited to meet
Well, you've
everybody
been
there.
to things like Dreamhack, just in a different country. It's
I don't think Dreamhack holds up to TwitchCon.
Well, Dreamhack Australia is the first time it's had it.
we
so-
as Pestily are very excited to go to Dreamhack. You should all come. It's going to be great, exciting.
If you guys
It's
are
on
in Melbourne
par
or
with Twitch.
Victoria, you can go to Dreamhack. We'll put a link down
Dreamhack, we are
below.
not- it is fantastic.
10% off the tickets.
Great.
I'm getting a kickback from every sale. You can meet me. You can meet Boomer.
There is
There's
no
going to be the
downside to
Killada.
Dreamhack.
Killada will be there.
Whoa!
The whole sound system too.
Everything. Dreamhack, yeah.
You'll even be able to hear the new
Fireballs,
audio, the music song.
muscles. Just man.
There'll be a panel.
And I won't be in the panel. I'll be sitting in the front row with my.
I can put you in the panel if you
Put
want.
me in the fucking panel.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
He's in the panel
I'm
now.
in the panel now. Can we?
Sorry,
No,
but it's
You're technically a
It's a-
Tarkov streamer, so why not?
technically, yeah.
Oh, sure,
You're a
I
Tarkov
thought-
editor.
And streamer.
Is that a thing? A Tarkov editor?
It is now.
Anyway.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, right? Yeah.
No, Dreamhack
Anyways.
isn't really seeing Australia. It's just going to a convention. But
Yeah, no,
there's
I
going to be
think-
some fun things we'll do in Melbourne.
Right.
You take
I
him
have
to how many too many?
no fucking clue. What
You
the
want to go to the
fuck
casino, eh?
You're going to take him to how many too
in a
many?
casino? I don't
Crown
think
Casino.
I don't think I've ever
A
been to
world of entertainment.
How many?
Too many.
I don't know these inside jokes.
That's because we go to play blackjack.
Yeah.
And
I
then
also don't know what the fuck that is.
blackjack.
Oh, blackjack. I thought you said we go to the blackjack.
We go to play
Black-
blackjack.
Yes, I have played blackjack.
Yeah. So when the dealer busts, and we say how many,
Too
and then the
many.
dealer goes too many, but before the
Okay.
dealer can even say it,
Okay.
we say it.
Okay. All right.
So the dealer goes 23, too many, and we go how many, and then the dealer goes too many, too many.
So we throw it in his face.
That definitely clipped the
And
mic
it is
just
a
now.
lot of fun. We don't drink. We literally just go
No,
there.
we did it sober.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Perfect.
But it's a lot of fun. Also, gamble responsibly. If you have any family members that are struggling with gambling or seek help.
Don't get it twisted.
What?
Don't gamble. Don't get it twisted.
No
You know?
gamble.
Don't gamble. Don't get it twisted. You getting it twisted? Pestily getting it twisted? Pestily off the
I made a living off gambling.
Did you?
Yep.
Do we want to delve into that, or
You
is that,
can if you want.
Go on.
is it more?
So I was on
interesting? Okay.
Centrelink when I was studying. I was on school allowance. So it's like welfare, but when you're studying, so they give you a little bit of money every 2 weeks. It was about $500 every 2 weeks. I was living out of home, staying at a friend's house.
Yep.
And so I was studying building
Pre-army?
pre-army,
Yep.
and I was studying building construction, but I'd go to the casino 3 days a week.
Wow.
Yeah, playing poker,
And did you win?
shitloads. I bought Xboxes and everything.
Do you count gambling money as income?
Well, I didn't.
Are you supposed to?
If you make a certain amount, sure. I wasn't making thousands.
Will this amount of...
No, I'll be fine.
This is
Okay.
This may be a really stupid. I've never done any sort of gambling. Can you get taxed for that?
You can if you make lots.
Ah, okay.
So you wouldn't have made more than 18 grand a year? I'm shaking my
I'd
head.
make-
Because if you do,
No,
then
no.
they have to go back through
No,
the records.
like if you would have to declare it if you were making like it as an income, but like you have to make it obvious that you're making shitloads. Like I was because it's all cash, and I'm only cashing out like maybe
But
$400
now
or
we're-
$500 a week.
How people can't they go back into previous times and be like, you didn't
Surely.
pay tax through these years?
Dude, this is way more than 8 years.
So what, if you do tax fraud and it's like 7 years time, you're free
Then it's
and
no
clear,
longer
son.
tax fraud.
I'm confident like I need to keep receipts and shit from 8 years ago. Dude, I wasn't making bank. I was making like maybe
Because then if they like really fully pull you up, you'd be like, I made it up for the podcast.
sure. Sure.
Look, I
Anyway,
just don't-
the point I'm trying to make is
Yes.
I was spending my weekends at the casino because that's when everyone was drunk. The perfect thing with Melbourne and Crown Casino in particular, on a Friday and Saturday night there was generally football at
That's AFL.
AFL,
Geelong.
not soccer.
Not Gaylon.
Oh.
It was the footy would be at the MCG or I think at that time it was Docklands and stuff like that, and people would go straight from there to the casino, and so I'd be like, all right, wait for the drunks, time to gamble, and I'd gamble. I'd finish up, 3-4 in the morning, make myself maybe $1,000 a week, and that would
Galaxy
pay
brain.
for all the extra stuff I wanted.
Galaxy Brain.
I did it for like a couple of, maybe like 6 months, but it was too tiring. Like I'd go there for anywhere up to.
Uh-oh.
Welcome back to the second half. of
Yeah.
the
So
Neighbours
what happened
podcast.
is then the camera overheated. So we had the heater right next to the camera, and apparently it overheated it. So
Yeah, it was pretty chilly in here. It's my bad. I'll take the blame.
Anyway,
I gambled for a bit.
you gambled for a bit. You're going to Dreamhack. You're expecting to be bitten by spiders, and you're excited for sharing Belgian food on a camping stream.
Yes.
And you also think Dreamhack is not worth going to.
That is not at all.
No,
close
it's
to what I
definitely
said.
worth going to.
It's
Buy your
definitely worth
tickets
going
using
to.
code PESTLE at
Here
Ticketek, or you can
Pestily,
use
we are
the
huge fans of.
link
Keep
down
going.
below.
Do the double. Just keep talking about it.
Go. Make sure you go to
just gonna
Dreamhack.
make sure that
if
when
you want to
I
catch up with
sometimes
me,
Dreamhack
Boomer,
is going to be
Toast
available
Track,
on them
Red
sometimes.
Ops,
Well,
Train,
go to YouTube.
Slush
Fully
Puppy.
supported
We'll be doing a panel.
Dreamhack,
It's going to be
bread
amazing.
with
And
milk oozing out of it.
everything.
and
you got to
then
catch up with
when
us.
you
So
drink
make
the
sure you come to
milk and
Dreamhack.
let
Buy
it
your
roast in
tickets
the
down
sun,
via the link below.
you can use it, and it feels like someone else is jacking you off.
You've always got to ruin the Dreamhack part, don't you? Just with some of your Belgian
Everything getting
smuts.
sponsored again.
Never getting sponsored again. No. DreamHack's gonna be fun.
I'm
For real.
actually so devastated I don't get to go.
You know what I'm actually excited to do? Drive him to Dreamhack.
Because of the Killada?
Not in the
We're
Killada.
not driving in
if
that.
you drive in that, you'll die.
I thought we were driving the. Is it not drivable?
It's going to be on the trailer.
It's drivable
Oh, okay.
if you want to die.
What's so bad about driving the Killada?
Everything.
Oh, can you let him drive it? Just like for 10 seconds.
No, he's not used to a right-hand drive.
It doesn't matter.
That's true.
It's
But...
like I'm not used to a left-hand wank, but I'll still try it.
Okay.
Okay. Fair.
That's a very good call.
Well, there you go.
No rebuttal to that.
Why are you excited to drive me over to DreamHack?
Oh, because you'll see country.
Ah,
And we'll be stopping at like little country shops. And
That's shit that I like. Like road trips are always pretty fun as long as I don't have to drive.
No, you won't have to drive.
We can swap around. If
No,
you want,
you're not driving.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
We've got another Australian to drive.
Oh, perfect.
He won't be driving either.
Matt's not going to drive?
No.
No, it's an 8-hour trip. You fucking smash that in one shot. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's no 40-hour cross
No,
country.
it's
48
How
hour.
long is it?
No, 48.
drive. How long is it?
We'll get there in 7.5. We'll get to my mum's at 7.5.
hours to DreamHack driving.
Yeah.
About 8.5 to get to DreamHack.
Cool. You would literally cross my entire country in that time span.
No, I do a lap of your country. That's my thing. Not just cross it. We do a full lap,
Jesus Christ! I think it literally takes like 3 hours to get to Amsterdam from where I live as well.
Yeah, and
which
that's-
is in another country.
Yeah, which is
that's-
another country.
That's
so
literally us just driving to another state.
yeah,
No, it's 3 hours to the border.
to the border of the Netherlands. what do you
So
mean?
from
No, the
South
border of
Australia.
this state.
Oh, this state. Oh, Jesus Christ! What the fuck?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm looking forward to it.
Everyone in Australia calls Victoria Mexico because it's south of the border. So we're going
Does
to
it
Mexico.
Look like Mexico?
Yes.
Nice. We gotta make sure we, if we record anything there, we apply our orange filter to everything.
Okay. Yeah.
Keep that in mind. I'm
Franky.
actually looking forward to that more because that's like we're going from one place to the other and then just stopping. No, shut up. Let me finish. And then we're stopping halfway, along the way to see small things.
You'll
which
see the
is-
giant koala.
That's fucking awesome. I'm looking forward to that.
Do the
It's
giant
the
koala.
creepiest thing in the whole of Australia.
Amazing. I look forward to that because that's just like picking stuff up along the way just for the fun of it and spontaneously doing it.
There's quite a few things on the way, isn't it?
Can I explain the giant koala to you?
Go for it.
It's like it looks like a koala made out of paper mache. Do you know what paper mache is?
I know what paper mache is.
Yeah,
yes.
and then it's got bright red lights for its eyes. So at night time, it's beating red eyes.
It's like a drop bear.
It's literally fucking terrifying.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay. Who made it?
The paper mache people, I guess. I got no idea.
Paper mesh. Where do they live?
Probably.
In paper mache land. I don't know. You can't ask these questions that I don't know.
I've got money that it was
Talking
a
about a
Belgian.
gigantic koala. I don't even. Yeah, right. Well,
got
So
money
Australia's
on it.
got this thing about giant stuff. Like
Do.
we went into Belgium to get the Lada
Giant shrimp.
giant prawn or shrimp.
Prawn. Yeah, prawn. There's the
Giant-
rocking horse.
The giant rocking horse is not. Well, we could
should
probably
take
take
it
it
to the
there.
giant
We
rocking
could.
horse on Monday as well.
Do you know that near Renmark? I don't know what it was, but it's like the giant grape or some shit near Renmark too.
Probably.
is it giant grape?
It's ridiculous. Or the giant orange or something.
Great. Well,
I've been there.
everything to me here is gigantic by standard, by default, because
I wonder why. Someone stole something. One of the giant things. It was on the news.
was it a gigantic Bitcoin?
Wasn't it a
Wasn't it a giant pineapple or something?
no? Wasn't it a mascot outfit that they stole recently?
No. Someone literally stole one of the giant things in Australia, and they found it interstate. Like, they took it interstate.
Okay, Hive Mind, we want you to look up to see what was giant and stolen from Australia
Yes.
recently.
By the way,
What?
commented down on the last video.
Well, no, I don't want it on the second. I want 10,000 on the first. Who gives a shit about the second?
People
video?
need to go back to the first one.
No, so in the first podcast, if you listened, I asked Paul what would his height of like, oh, I've done a good job, I've reached my community.
And I said 10,000 views.
And I said, no, I don't want views, I want comments, which means people have watched it from start to end. So if you've gotten to this point, you need to watch it all the way through to the end, and then you need to comment.
On this video or the first one?
First video, who gives a fuck about the rest of the videos?
All right.
If you can't entertain them from the first, what's the point?
Well, we've nearly hit my goal.
We have almost hit your goal.
Yeah.
But you know what? Some of us dream bigger, Paul. Some of us dream bigger.
I'm gonna have real neck cramps by the end of this. By the way, I'm like watching a tennis match.
Yeah,
here.
people listening to this don't really care.
Oh, right.
People
well,
watching
I
it will
keep
get it,
forgetting
but
about
people
that.
listening will be like, that boomer's a real pain in the ass.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
Thanks, babe.
Love you as well, Pest.
No one loves me, apparently.
Oh, well,
Of course I love you,
I
Paul.
kind of just said I did, but
I
you
say
know.
you all the time. I always say I love you on the phone and you hang up.
So, okay, let's talk about this.
Talk about what?
That's honestly such a you thing to do.
You know how when people say stuff all the time that is really, like, overtly,
No, but I mean
like,
it.
overtly, like, loving. Like, for example, Michael meets you for the first time.
Yeah.
He'll run up and hug you and say,
Yes.
"Oh my God, you're beautiful."
Right?
Okay.
It
not what I
doesn't.
said to Paul, but yes.
It's not as the same as when someone, on the fifth time they see you, they go, "Wow, I'm so glad to see you. You're beautiful." You know, like, it's like he says it so overtly and often to every single person he meets. I don't feel like you actually believe anything you say.
Really?
I think you just say it because you think it's a comforting thing for people.
Now I'm starting to doubt our encounter at the airport, Michael.
Because
Because that's exactly what
know
you
what?
did. You ran up, hugged me,
You-
kissed me, and said, "How you doing, you beautiful
you guys
boy?"
have caught me because 10 people before you, I hugged them all as well. I was just like, you're on the same flight as my friend. I love you.
See what I mean?
Yep.
Now,
yep.
Does it make
then
sense
the
now?
opposite.
Does it make
Can
sense
I-
now?
Can
I
I
see
just
through
say
the
the
veil.
opposite? But then you get Paul, where he doesn't even hug you once, and you've been together more than 5 times.
Do you want me to hug you today?
Now, when I say been together more than 5 times, I need to explain to people we're not having sex.
No, we're docking.
That's a difference. Have you heard of the Mormon version?
The Mormon what?
The Mormon version
of?
of, I can't remember what it was called. Soaking. Have you heard of soaking?
No.
Oh my God! You don't know
Okay,
soaking.
So
Lord,
my
fine.
previous boss in the scaffolding world, Josh. Josh, how are you? Love you.
How do you know he's watching this?
I don't care. I'm just going to tell him. Taryn's brother-in-law, Taz's brother-in-law.
Wait, pause. Now you understand. Josh, I love you. See,
I
this
do,
is exactly
but
what I'm talking
I
about.
genuinely love Josh.
Okay.
He got me like a job that opened up my world to a whole bunch of new like things. Oh, my Joshy Burrows and Serena and Marley and Fern as well. That's family and children. And then Taz, brother-in-law. Taz did the carpet and the audio stuff.
No, we didn't do the carpet.
Yes, I did the carpet.
We.
I did majority. Let's move on. Anyway, he's like, have you not heard of soaking? And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, well, it's when a person, a male and a female, love each other very much, but in the eyes of the Lord, they can't have sex yet because they're not married. All right? So they lie on a bed, and one enters the other, preferably the man into the woman, as in a sexual way, so through penis to vagina. And then they will sit on top of each other or just in each other, and they will just soak in the Lord's presence. But if they want to make it interesting, they get a friend to help and jump on the bed to create movement, to create more pleasure. Because if the force is coming from someone else,
Then you're not
then
technically
you're not
fucking.
technically sinning. And that, my friend, is how I lost my virginity to my wife.
Very nice. Are you what for real?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I thought you were going to explain sounding for a second.
I'm still a virgin.
Oh,
I've done it once.
soaking?
No sex.
Oh,
And now I have a child.
So yeah, I'm very excited about that. I'm having a child soon. In another one. My third.
Third wife.
Third wife.
you said in another one, and I was really making a
No,
really
he meant
fucked up-
his third wife.
Yeah, no, no, I thought
In another one.
Yeah, okay.
You know what? What the hell? I'll just go with it. The wife's probably not going to watch this. Yeah, sure. Third wife. Third child. So there you
Nice.
go. In like 3 and a bit weeks.
3 for 3.
3 for 3. Yeah.
Shit, congrats.
Thank you.
My congrats to the lady. Carrie.
Just
You're not really talking in the
always say
microphone
her
there, Boomer.
name- Always say her name wrong.
Sorry, not.
That's better.
Sorry,
Never
No
say
one
her
heard you
name
then.
right.
I'm not used to
It's spelled really
waving a
weird.
phallic item into my mouth like these guys. They do that all the time. This is definitely way too close, I think. Oh my god.
Don't touch him like that.
Anyway,
Sexual
I'm an-
harassment. Panda.
Hey, I can sing along with one finally.
I don't know these things. I've
never-
also people are watching.
Hold on, I'm about to explode on this man's. If you've never watched South Park,
I haven't. I've been
So,
through this before.
no, he wasn't allowed to because
I grew up
the
in a
devil.
very Christian.
Anyway,
okay.
you know, I didn't actually realize I knew all these like cultural references until I started streaming, and I just randomly pull stuff like that out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it's like pop culture shit that. But there's a lot of I miss that I don't understand and that. But I actually didn't realize until recently how many random things I say. Like, I'll pick like "How you doing" from Friends, or like just like all these random things from everywhere.
My parents are gonna love that you brought that up. By the way, Friends is like one of their all-time favorite series.
I love Friends. It's probably the show I've watched the most in my life, but I don't think it's my favorite.
Are your parents proud of you, by the way?
My parents are insanely proud of me. And I'm saying that genuinely because I used to literally start my editing with like a really stupid like plastic $20 under like a waterproof camera or some shit to film stupid crap with my brother, and then edit it on like the first version of Windows Movie Maker on my first ever laptop. And that's usually we made just like stupid backyard skit where we made like Jackass. We remade that and like broke our fence and stuff like that.
I wish I did that. Like in all seriousness, when I was like 18 or younger, I wish I could have made movies and
We were-
edited and stuff.
You were fucking
I did
like
that with my
9
best
and 10,
man.
I think.
We used to do stupid stuff for
Yeah, but
fun.
when you were 9 or 10, like there would have been an iPhone.
No.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
15 years ago, there was
There
iPhones.
was. I had my first
The
iPhone
first-
at 17.
2009, there was iPhones.
Yeah.
There was definitely iPhones. I didn't have
Actually,
one yet,
no, there
though,
were
but-
iPhones in 2008. I had one in the UK.
I said in 2009 when there was iPhones.
But I'm telling you, 2008.
Yeah.
That's when they came out.
But I had one in 2009. 2010, actually. But anyway.
Anyway, indeed.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, no, they're really proud considering we just.
Sorry, I forgot that
No,
we were
no,
talking
no,
about
no,
Evan
that's
We're
fine,
on a
fine.
tangent
We
about
were literally just doing random stupid crap that ultimately led to nowhere, but it was just fun to make. And then I just did some stuff for YouTube as well and stream. You know, you're trying to explain. My mom especially isn't very with it when it comes to technology. She's the type of mom when she goes like, "Oh, honey, my phone's slow. Can you look and see what fix it?" Brightness is on max. She has all of her apps open on her phone. She has 72 unclosed tabs in her Chrome browser, and then another 52 in her Safari browser. It's just like stuff like that. So try and explain to her that I'm streaming video games live to people over the world is like a weird concept to explain. But now that they're with it and they know what it entails. They were actually kind of iffy on it when you first hired me. They were like, "What? There's no way. That doesn't work like that. No." They were just like, you can't like work for someone over in Australia, make enough money to fucking pay the bills and call it your job at first. Like I honestly think we would just.
I don't
Kinda going with
want to
it.
delge too much information on Narpha, right? But like, he gave up his education to work for me.
Wow. What was his education?
He was doing a degree and he was like nearly finished it too.
Yep.
Holy shit.
And his parents were like, "Don't do that." Mm-hmm. And he was like, "I'm doing it,"
Yep.
in his vampire voice.
I'm doing it.
7 bats.
But yeah, so listen, my mum, until I got back from Europe, didn't even realise what I was doing. And I tried to explain it too many times over. Mum rocked up and she was visiting, and I was like, "Here's the keys to the car." And it was the Patrol, the Y62. And she's like, "I'm not driving that. How much money do you make?" It was like kind of like that. Like,
I hate driving the Patrol.
I hate driving.
It's
everything.
huge, dude. It's a fucking. It's insane. Like there's one picture you posted to Twitter of you standing next to it, like where you're going like that, and I was like, "There's no way. That's photoshopped."
No, there's actually a second picture that someone photoshopped where
Oh.
they shrunk me down. It is so funny. Like, I'm the size of the wheel.
It's a big car. You're going to have
But
to
no,
let him drive
yes.
it. You're going to have to let him drive it.
I'm not so sure about that. Maybe like here,
do
sure,
it at
but
the
like I'm
farm.
not going
Do it
on.
at the
Yeah, I'm
farm.
not going on the road with that shit. Like I don't know the road.
You can hang out
rules.
the window, shoot a gun while driving it all at the same time.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Whilst licking Vegimite.
I can't wait to taste Vegemite, by the way. I have no clue what the fuck
Save
it
it
would
for the
taste
camping
like.
stream.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm really curious. Watch the camping stream. When are we doing it? Tuesday?
It'll be the day after this podcast goes live. It'll be like probably about 14 hours after this podcast goes live. The
So-
camping stream will start.
This is going up on Monday, and we're doing camping stream
I'm going
Tuesday.
to upload it tonight, and that is all I'm going to say. No, I'm going to upload it to the editor,
Ah, okay.
and then they're going to edit it
Right.
and upload it on Monday.
Yep.
Good times.
Very nice. But yes, to reiterate, Michael, my parents are very proud.
Good.
And I love them very much.
And
Thank
we
you.
are very proud too. Are you saying you love them just because that's the thing you say and you just like, it means nothing? Because you know what? I've been brought up on that recently and I have to disagree. I genuinely love Paul and love giving him hugs, and I'm trying to break that harsh exterior.
Yes.
Do you
That-
genuinely love people that you've never met before and have never like spoken to before? Because you
Whom do I say I love them to?
like, for example, the dance.
Oh, these guys
Teacher.
are great.
Yeah.
Joe's great. I had like lunch with her though.
Yeah, and then the second time you're like confessing your love to her and hugging her and say, "Oh, you can call me whatever you want, darling," or shit like that.
Those are exactly the terms I use. Yes, no.
That's pretty much.
No. Joe is fantastic. She cares about her dancers.
No,
Her
she's
dancers are
lovely.
great. Yeah.
I'm not commenting on
But I
her.
have love for them. Like, you know, like it's not like you,
I feel like I understand Mike a bit in this concept. The same as Frankie does as well. Is where if you notice, like if you meet someone just then, like the dancers, I can imagine that they were very charismatic people, that they were very kind and very open.
if they're watching this,
I
you
have
go,
to
"Oh,
say
useless."
as well, by the way, every Aussie Aussie that I've run into so far, either in a store or anywhere, is super nice, super kind. Like,
That-
oh, I got mate. Oh yeah, mate. Oh yeah, no problem. Oh yeah, mate. Oh, good day, mate. Super kind.
They're just to your face, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
They're
what a-
really like that fucking American.
Ah, fuck it. I legitimately was scared about that. I told Mike, I think I was scared because I feel like there was a bias from Australians to Americans. So I feel like if I would go around walking in a shop here and I'm literally talking like I'm doing now, they'd be like, "What the fuck is an American doing here?"
it's probably only without diving into this too much. The whole American thing. Everyone in Australia used to idolize America. I would say, like when we were younger,
Yeah.
it was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
the land of opportunity and all
Arnold
that.
Schwarzenegger.
Oh, Michael Jordan. Oh my god,
Sylvester
the dream
Stallone.
team. Like everything American was just amazing, and now it's
Michael
like,
Phelps.
like I don't even know anyone that really wants to go to a holiday to
No,
America.
I don't want to go to America personally.
Like they would rather go to Europe or
I'd
Asia
love
or
to, but you just see so much negative news about it.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not. It's
I'd
not
go
that
for
I don't want
nostalgia.
to.
I
That's the
don't-
only reason.
And just to follow us on that, I don't think it's that bad to go to America or anything. I just think that the news has kind of made it pictured that
Yes.
way. There's like there's
also
so many
a lot
other
of, like,
The last
magic.
election was just like, wow,
clusterfuck.
the country is
Yeah.
that divided right now.
Okay, let's not get
Clusterfuck.
political. Let's not
No,
actually.
but I'm just explaining the
No,
news
no,
that we receive. It's not that we don't think people in America are nice or
No.
hospitable or anything like that. But you just look there and just go, it looks just
Chaotic.
Looks like a powder keg ready to explode.
Yes, that's a good way of
Like
explaining
you,
it.
you,
Like
you're
civil war
afraid.
could break out
Yeah,
any
exactly.
day.
And whereas they think that we're under a regime.
Like, look, you saw how people were
Yeah.
marching down the street in lines before, but that wasn't communism at all.
No, that was literally an organised protest, which we do quite often. And they're actually very organised and like very
Yes,
peaceful.
and the signs that were like holding up weren't offensive and racist at all. No.
Yeah, well, either way. Glad we didn't delve too deep into that. That didn't get political at all. Okay, all right. What else? What else we got?
I don't know.
Look,
like,
we might have to wrap this one up here. We normally are meant to talk about the most recent video, which was the finale of the Lada.
Yeah, well, we can quickly touch on that.
All right,
Don't we also need? Sorry, before we do that, don't we also need like an extra for the patrons?
Yeah, we'll do that next.
that's after that.
Oh, so my bad.
We talk about the previous
Sorry,
videos in that
You weren't
podcast.
really part of that one.
No.
You were at the white. You both weren't.
The white.
You were at the
paper.
white.
Well, I was part of it. I told you did it wrong.
Yeah. So
I'm sure I did some of that too.
I think you'll watch this video and be like, "This is just a video about you fucking up, Michael." And I'm like, "Yes, it is." You should watch it. You're about to watch it next. But it's going to be released. He was at the wipe, so he left me in charge.
I did the subathon for the wipe.
Yeah.
It was literally the week of the subathon.
Yeah. And then I was trying to rush because we had to get so much done with this Lada. So I was pushing. These guys were great. They said yes, they'd do it. I'd already tried a few other metal fabricators.
I want to be very clear. I went to this place. They're lovely people, by the way.
Oh,
Bro's awesome.
they smashed it.
Right? I went to this place and I explained exactly what I wanted. I left the car there and I even had permanent marker on the windscreen where I wanted the cut for the slit.
Things were not explained to me 100%.
And then I left.
Then he left. I was not there. I was just told I had to go there on a Wednesday, and it was just happening. All right? That's what I was told. So, we went there. We made it. I tried to make it... I was like, no, we just got to make it look like the photo. And when you look at the photo, the slit on the visor is slightly higher. I didn't even think about it. I remember saying, we do need to make sure we can see out of it, but I was rushing for time.
Oh, no.
I just remember Paul saying that we needed to get the Lada ready before Dreamhack, and I'm thinking, we've got to get the Lada face shield done, we've got to get the audio done, we've got to get it fixed, we've got to get it roadworthy, we've got to get the bloody song done, which we've got stuff to do. We've just got so much stuff to do. So I was just rushing. Third day, I take it home. He finishes the wipe. I get a phone call, and I'm like, he's going to tell me how good it is. And he's just like, not even a hello. It's just like, it's in the wrong spot, Michael. And I'm just like, it was like when you told me that the camera work was bad. I was just like, I'm so tired. I've been getting up at 4:30 every morning to go down there.
I was pretty exhausted this day.
He was exhausted.
And I was literally
tired.
I get very direct when I'm
both
tired.
currently.
I'm very direct when I'm tired. I'm like,
Yeah,
Michael, it's in the wrong spot. Fix it.
Yeah.
That was
So,
literally my whole
there's
thing.
a bit of
Okay.
back and forth.
And I don't want to
Anyway.
pay for it.
We ended. They were really good because it was a miscommunication between myself and them. We covered half of the fix. I fixed it for about $300. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Oh yeah, $300 mistake this time.
Only three. That was a half a mistake.
Less than what it costs for me
and
to
you
ship
could just
some
see.
snacks.
You could just see in the video, Bo is the guy that did the fabrication, and he's such a great guy. But you see on the fourth day when I come back to fix it, just the like. I can't be bothered.
Man.
The first time we would have been like, I did this so perfect.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was exactly what they asked, blah blah blah.
I think I did the BTS for that though. The full actual video like for the face shield now I didn't do. That was Franky, right?
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet.
No, you did the behind the scenes.
But I did the behind the scenes. So I gathered the mood somewhat. I think you told
Yeah,
you went through it as well. Like I was like
Bo's
day
great.
day
and
4
Pat-
or some shit like that. Everybody's
They're all-
like moping around the workshop.
They're all great. It's just
Oh, yeah.
unfortunate that there was a
But
miscommunication.
we got it fixed.
Yeah.
They figured out a way to do it, and now it looks schmick.
They
It
did
looks
great,
awesome.
dude.
Yeah.
I as these guys can't say it the way I'm gonna say it, but it does not translate on camera. Like from me all the way over to Belgium to see this like on camera is nothing compared to seeing it in real life.
Yeah.
This is super cool. Like,
It'll be a
it's-
Dreamhack.
It'll
It
be a
will be
Dreamhack,
Dreamhack. It'll be
and you can get
fantastic.
Dreamhack tickets with the code
Yes.
Pestily.
Pestily.
And what you need to do is not listen to Belgian people when it comes to Dreamhack. Dreamhack's going to be fantastic. The Lada's going to be there. But not only that, is people now know that when you say you're going to do something, Paul, you're going to do it.
Well, okay. So generally, I do everything that I say. There's been a couple of hiccups over the last couple of years, though.
Years?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Oh, with what regarding?
Well, okay. So I was meant to do a hot tub stream last year,
Okay.
and this thing's been shitting me up the wall. I've organised it 3 times.
Yeah.
Every time got cancelled to COVID. Like I'm not even exaggerating.
Yeah.
Damn.
And people like I feel like there's lost a little bit of faith in me on that one. So this November, I don't care. It's gonna happen.
Yeah,
I'm doing a
it's
hot tub
happening.
streamer.
Yeah.
But it's meant to be with Swagger Soul, so I'll drag him over for that.
Uh-huh.
Am
Am I in the hot tub in this
You
one?
can be in the hot tub. I'll get
You're
everyone,
in the
anyone.
hot tub, apparently.
And then the triathlon and marathons got cancelled too because
Yeah,
I
they
kept getting
did.
fucking injured.
Yeah, you did. You did get injured, but we'll talk about that after the air chair.
I was actually getting really fit up until the baby was born, and then the baby was born, and
And then and then you started doing it again.
I actually got right back into it. I've been losing weight, but the incident with the air
Incident with
chair.
the lower spine,
Yeah.
the emergency hospital.
Has that been like thoroughly explained?
No, I
Or-
haven't explained it
No,
once.
we're gonna save
okay,
it.
I don't even
I
want
was
to talk
saying-
about it. Like,
Oh,
okay, like
Let's just say, I think we should just save everything now. We've given some people about the love.
all right.
Yeah, okay.
The air chair's coming up. You'll see it in the later video.
You've all had a great time.
Yes.
Can we agree? We're all excited that Boomer's here.
So Boomer is here for this podcast, and he'll be in the next one. Just before
will.
we leave to Dreamhack, we'll film that one.
Yeah.
So you'll get actually his then experience of Australia.
Yeah.
But hopefully you guys enjoyed this podcast.
I kind of wonder, do we wait till after the
Chemistry.
camping stream to kind of...
We
get
can
us-
do that then.
Yeah.
Anyway, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this podcast. Boomer, our guest here today. You can find him on my YouTube videos, but we'll put a link down to his Twitter and his Twitch page.
If you watch some of the videos that he's done that have been fantastic since I've been a part of, all of his videos are fantastic. Shed video.
The shed,
The man cave.
the man cave,
Yeah, the property tour.
which is what we're sitting in right now.
That's
The
right,
property
the
tour.
What else? You're going to be doing the beer one. I'm excited for you to do that.
Am I going to be doing the beer one?
You're doing the
will
beer
be
one.
Okay, I'm doing beer, yes.
He's going to be doing the beer one.
Great. That's
You
gonna
haven't
be a
really had a
fucking mess.
big project. Frankie's had the Lada. And
No, I've had the
Raph-
ultimate gaming chair.
Oh, Raph had the ultimate gaming. You haven't had a big project, so we need to give one to you. Or are you happy doing the little ones, the little baby ones?
I feel like one of my editing niches, if I can call it like that, is making way too much out of nothing. Is like I think you were standing here like we were explaining the casting couch for a second, and then you're like over here, and then I spent the next like 4 hours making a portal that you go into and then come out of the set, and it's just like no need. It could have just been a cut, but I needed to overcomplicate it.
Right.
And I do that with so many things. So even the shed one became.
Everyone appreciates the shed one.
Yes, thank you.
I'm going to make videos deliberately boring and see what you can
That's
make
what
of
the
it.
beer video
Dude,
is,
I
dude.
actually do it.
The beer video is not boring. We
Have you
talk a
watched
lot
back-
of shit.
We do.
I have not watched any of
By
it.
the way, the audio is going to be shit on that as well.
I can imagine.
But just
I can
cut
only
it
imagine.
together and I'll fix it later.
It's good. Okay, good.
Anyway,
But yeah, so you'll find Boomer on the links below. But he edits for me. And if you try and steal him, I will find you.
yeah. You can also find me on Instagram, Michael Risky.
Look, after this, we'll be filming the extended edition. What?
None
are you
for
laughing
you.
for?
No plugs for you, Michael.
After this, we'll be filming the extended extra bit for the podcast. It'll be available on Patreon. That's the best way you can support us.
Correct.
Full disclosure, we make a lot more money out of Patreon in percentage of the money you guys give compared to YouTube memberships.
Yes. Yep.
But if you do want to support via the YouTube memberships, totally
Do we
understand.
have to keep doing YouTube memberships?
Yes.
I find annoying it.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
You don't do anything.
I know, I can't do anything.
Anyway, so you can check out all the behind the scenes and extra stuff on the YouTube membership on the Pest channel. However, the Patreon's the best way to get.
Support us and get some
Support
extra
us.
cool stuff in the meantime as well.
And that's it for this episode.
So
So
we're gonna-
hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys next time.
We'll leave you out with the outro of the new theme song.
There's an outro theme song.
Yeah, well, it's just the end.
Neighbor podcast.
Neighbors Podcast is a neighbor podcast.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.